What's going on YouTube? We back at it again. In today's video we're going to be installing my Navtool. And what that does is allow you to run Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and it allows you to mirror whatever your phone is to your factory Sync 1 deck. Alright, let's get this bad boy installed. But first come first, this is how I installed it. There's different options and shit like that, but this is how I installed it.
This 50 go.
It's 2020. Don't drink and drive.
There's no kind of manual, nothing. I'm just gonna assume everything's gonna be plug and play. Alright, so I finally contacted these people and they gave me a link to download the manual. So it really doesn't tell you how to hook it up, but like I said, it's pretty much plug and play. But these are the steps you're supposed to take. It was saying something about it. When you first install it, you need to update it. So I'm looking for the tool to update it. So let me figure it out and I'll be right back. Alright, so you want to go back to the website, and then you want to come here and download this this updater, online updater. So you're going to click on it. It's going to start downloading. Then once it downloads, you just want to open it up. Alright, so finally some information came up on here. So I guess there's an update or something like that. So now I'm gonna should I guess hit install. It's like, how do I slow like that? Install. Alright, so it says the device is updated. Alright, go put this bad boy back in the car now. Center console and the radio bezel all removed. Next we want to take these out. Alright, next you want to get a 7mm, take these bolts loose, take the head unit out. So what I'm doing now is, it's hard for me to show you because the wires are so short, you can't pull it out. You have to stick your hand back there and unplug it. So I already did all that, so it should damn near come out. Shit, still one more wire left. Hold on. Alright, I guess I forgot the antenna. It should come out now. So those are the plugs on the back of the radio. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to match everything up. Because they said you can't go wrong. Everything's play and plug. So, alright, so I'm on the back of the radio. And as you can see, hopefully, you can't plug nothing into the wrong thing. Because they all got their own unique shapes. So, you can't mess this up. Just push it in until it clicks. And then you want to get the other ends of it. Oh, it's kind of hard to do with one hand. Now you want to get these in right here and plug them in to the factory ones. It's all plug and play. Alright. first things first, before I even try to figure this shit out, I'm going to tape all the wires up, because I can't stand a bunch of wires all over the place. I'm better than that. So, alright, it's kind of hard to see in here, but as you can see, I did tape the wires up a lot. I mean, it's still messy because we got a lot of wires. But back to the plugs. Like I said, you can't stick nothing in the wrong thing. So all these pretty much are extensions to make it a little bit longer. And then this plug right here, it taps off of it. It powers up the unit that you need to do. You're going to get this plug right here. This is where it gets its power from. And then you're going to get the plug that goes from the back of the radio right here. And then you're going to plug it in to these right here. And the same with the monitor. And then you want to make sure you plug all that stuff back up too. That's plug right here. Those are the two plugs. Can't do it with my hand. But this white plug right here, black wire with the white connector, that's going to go to the other end of that. There should be two of them. Let's see. There's one right here, and here's the other one. Then you're going to want to just tuck everything back in there. Alright, we're almost done putting it back in. Got all the wires hooked up. But for the life of me, I cannot figure out where this one right here goes to. Alright, so I'm going to wind up mounting it up here. But I don't know if I said it earlier, so I marked it on here. This one goes to the back of the deck. This one goes to the screen. I even wrote it on there in case I forget, you know. Because I think if you have them backwards, it won't work. I'm pretty sure. And then I got my HDMI plug, and I got my my USB-C plug right here. Now I'm going to push it up here and mount it in. So what I'm going to do now is, like I said, I ran it sideways so I could have the wires running to the side and not getting bunched up or cramped up nowhere. So I'm going to run the HDMI and the USB down through there. Then I'm going to come up through here. And then I'm just going to run it somewhere up here in the console so I'll be able to plug it up to my phone or a laptop or whatever I use. So earlier in the video, I told you I had the HDMI plug right here and I had my USB. Well, that was another option and it didn't work out too good for me. So what I'm going to do is take this out. We're going to get rid of this, because this is what you would plug into your phone or your laptop. I'm going to go wireless, so I'm going to use a old school Gen 1, we call this Chromecast, what's it called? Chromecast, Google Chrome. And what I'm going to do here is run the power wire the same way I had the HDMI, down through there and all the way through there. And then plug it up right here in my little junction box right here. So you could use like a Netgear or any kind of mirroring device right here. So I'm gonna plug this up right here. I'll get into why I chose to do this later on at the end of the video, but that's what I'm using. Use the Chromecast instead of the HDMI cable. Alright, hopefully you'll have one of these laying around somewhere. And what you're gonna do is come down here and you're gonna get these RCA jacks. They'll say left and right audio out. I'm gonna plug that up. I'm gonna run it down through here, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna get the male in right here. That's kind of hard to do. Shit. And then you're gonna get the male in, and then you're just gonna plug it up right here in this auxiliary port. Alright, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but this is the microphone. And you're going to be plugging it up to this little microphone thing right here. I don't know if you have to use this or not, but I'm just gonna plug it up for now and probably just gonna tuck it somewhere or whatnot. I don't know what I'm gonna do exactly with it, but I will plug it up. I'm gonna try it with and without it. Alright, we're gonna try this again. We're gonna try to install it. You know, if you really wanted to, you could clip some of these wires. These wires don't have to be that long. I mean, like I said, you could probably cut them in half, you know what I'm saying, and save you a lot of room. But anyway, you're just gonna try to push as much wires back up under here as you can without bending anything or crimping anything. Alright, we got all the wires and everything tucked back up in there. Like I said, that's a bitch getting all them wires tucked back in there. This wire right here is to the radio bezel. And this wire right here is to the monitor. That's why I left it out. Alright, another cool thing you could do with this this HDMI too is you could get you a fire stick and plug you a fire stick in there like this, you know, and then just tether off your phone. Use your phone's hotspot, you know, especially if you jailbreak your fire stick. You can watch all kind of movies and live TV shows on there too. You know, you just plug that in and run the power wire. Let's see if I can show you real quick. Up here. Hit HDMI. See, then you had a fire stick. And then like I said, it's not going to be a touch screen though. You're going to have to get your fire stick remote. And then we'll I want to teach focusing. You would use this right here. Like say you go here. Cancel. Like say you could watch all this shit, documentaries. You got Jordan, The Last Dance. That's a new one right there. You know, you just scroll through that. You know, you can, I mean, so like I say, if your fire stick is jailbroken, you could do a lot of things with this too. You know, like I said, you could watch YouTube on here too. You know. So there's a lot of different options you could do. You know, which one would I do? I don't know. Like I said, I haven't watched this fire stick in so long. You know, I need to update it and get the newest Cody and all these other players on here. So I don't know which one I'm going to use. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's your choice. But this is a Gen 1 fire stick too. It's not the 4K one. I got the 4K one in the house too. I haven't tried that one to see if it works, but you know, this one right here works. Alright, we got the monitor plugged back in. Kinda hard to do one hand. So you just wanna shove it back in there. Yeah, it won't stay in there unless you got a screw. But alright, so next you just want to start putting all your radio bezel and everything else too. You might want to check it. I already checked mine to make sure that it powers up and comes on before you put everything back together. So you might want to check it before you put everything back on. Don't waste your time and power this shit back on and go turn it on and shit don't come on. You gotta tear it all apart. Okay, so now we're in the car. So what you want to do to get your Apple CarPlay to work is you plug in your USB, and once you plug this in, that's CarPlay, so that should light up. Now once it's lit up, you know, you hit that, and that'll take you to your CarPlay.
Head southwest on Centennial Way toward Concert Way.
Okay, that's somewhere I was going, I don't know. But you could do simple commands like, hey Google, what time is it?
4:53 p.m.
Hey Google, what's the temperature going to be today?
Today in the Foothill Farms, expect a high of 69 and a low of 53.
Hey Google, what's today's date?
It is Friday, the 21st of February 2020.
Hey Google, play E40.
Okay, asking Google Play Music to play E40.
Back on this mob shit, bitch.
Let me turn the volume down before I get copyrights. But you could go in here, so that's the song that's playing right now. And you could be like, hey Google, play next song. So that's the next song that's playing. I can't turn the volume up because copyrights and shit like that. But you could say, hey Google, Walmart. So if I wanted to go to a Walmart, I would just hit this one right here, and then it would take me to Walmart. So I mean, that's pretty cool. Like I said, I'm not touching nothing. This is all hands-free. But like I said, you could go in here. You could download different apps too. You know, like I said, I'm not too much on this, but right now I have like Pandora with the weather. And like I said, I don't know if you could jailbreak this like you would jailbreak a regular Android Auto, you know, and put different apps on it or whatever, you know, like YouTube and whatnot. But I guess you really don't have to do it because it just mirrors the phone too. We'll get into that a little bit later. But like if you want to do news, you can hit news. I don't know what it's going to do. I don't know if I have anything programmed. Okay.
This is ABC News.
From ABC News, I'm Chuck Stevenson. Breaking news.
I don't know if I have my Pandora hooked up. Let's see, recent. Yeah, I don't have that hooked up no more. But then, if you want to get out of this and go back to your regular stock stuff, you just hit exit. I mean, to get out to that screen, you just hit exit. And then you could either power off and go back to your stock screen. Alright, now we're going to mirror the phone. Like I said, you don't have to plug nothing up for this. What you want to do is hit the HDMI. And as you can see right here, that's just a screensaver right there. Then on your phone, I'm not going to go into full details on how to pair your phone with this Gen thing. But as you can see, this 50 Go Card TV, you hit that, you start pairing your phone. Take a couple seconds to connect. See, now as you can see, my phone is on the car. Like I said, you could do the camera, everything. Whatever's on your phone will be on here. Like right now, I got my car. Just go turn it sideways. Well, okay. You could open up YouTube. Let me see. Open up YouTube. Let me see if I can play one of my videos. How about this one right here?
You can drive.
It's 50 Go.
I told you to not drink and drive.
but like all your videos and whatnot will show up on your screen. Alright, as you can see, driving down the street, watching my own YouTube videos. You can see outside. And this is with the Fire Stick. You don't need to do this if you just want to do Apple Play. Like I said, the plug is for Apple Play, CarPlay. You have to plug it in. To mirror your phone, you don't have to do that. So, you know, it is what it is. So far, and I had this thing hooked up now probably for about maybe 3 months. I really haven't had no problems. Only problem I do have every once in a while, which I don't know if it's just my stock radio, but like whenever I ask my deck to do something, sometimes there's a little delay. Like I'll say, hey Google, what time is it? And it might take 5 seconds. And then sometimes it'll be instant. So that's the only problem I'm really having, which is nothing big. But so earlier in the video, when I was hooking up the HDMI plugs, I told you I would talk to you about that later on. The problem I was having when I would hook it up to my phone or my laptop, the picture quality on the deck monitor was terrible. So I was like, man, this is not working. So I contacted customer service and I set up to do a return on my my nav, and they said all right. So they told me to ship it back. Cost me like $30 to ship it back, and they sent it back up, and I plugged it up, and it did the same exact thing. They don't just give you a new one. They just say they're going to repair it. But they sent me back a letter with it saying nothing was wrong with it. So I hook it back up and it's still blurry. So I'm like, what the hell? So I contacted customer service 1,000 times, and you can't use your phone. And I'm like, well, I seen your video. You're mirroring an iPhone or whatever. And he said, he asked me what phone I had, and I said I had the Samsung 5G S10, and he said the resolution is too high because it's a 4K phone, and my monitor in my car is not even a HD monitor, so it's having problems trying to convert to 4K. So I said, well, let me adjust my settings on my phone, and he said that's not going to do it. You have to have a like a Chromecast, a first generation Chromecast. Can't use the new school ones when they're 4K and all that. None of that 4K stuff will work. Save yourself some time and just do it like I did. And the best thing to work for me was the Amazon first gen Fire Stick, because like I said, you could tap off your hotspot on your phone while you're driving down the street, and you can watch movies and all kind of other things that way. But if you use the Google Chromecast, you need Wi-Fi. You can't jump off your hotspot. It won't work like that. Trust me, I tried it. I don't know if I said this before, but this only works if you have a touch screen. It doesn't work with the regular sync with no touch screen. Would I buy this again for my other Ford Fusion out there? Because it's the same year as my Mustang. I still think it's kind of pricey. If it was maybe like the $200 range, maybe I would do it, you know. But I think it's kind of expensive, you know. And for what it does, like I said, you're still running your stock deck. So it's not like you're getting a whole new head unit and stuff like that. This is just something you could tap into your stock deck. So if you think your stock deck is shitty or something like that, this is not going to make your deck or sound any better or nothing like this. Just allows you to have a different screen on your thing. So if you're having problems with your deck, this is not going to fix it. So don't think this is going to fix it. You probably do better by buying a whole new, like one of those Tesla screen ones. Like I said, that's what I would have got, but I didn't want to have to change my whole carbon fiber radio bezel. So I just went with this right here so I can keep all that factory look right there. Alright. Some things I do like about it, I do like the way that you can watch YouTube videos and stuff like that. That's illegal though. So if you get pulled over by police, make sure you turn that off, because you shouldn't be driving down the street and watching videos and stuff like that. But that is a cool feature. So my final thoughts on this. I give it a thumbs up. If you could get past the price, I mean, it's a cool little gadget to have in your car. So, like I said, thumbs up. If you want to buy this product right here, I'll put the link in the description below. Alright, you know the routine. Hit that like and subscribe button. Don't drink and drive. Until next time, peace.